Tomorrow I'll finally fix my routine, you tell yourself. You set the alarm for 5 a.m., imagining yourself being productive, studying efficiently, exercising, reading, maybe even cooking a healthy breakfast. You picture your day unfolding perfectly. But when morning arrives, reality hits. You snooze your alarm, scroll through your phone, and by the time you notice, it's already late. Sound familiar? Don't worry, you are far from alone. Millions of students face the exact same struggle every single day. Here's the truth. Having a structured routine is not about being perfect or pushing yourself to extremes. It's about creating a framework that guides your day naturally so you get more done without feeling overwhelmed. A strong routine doesn't just help you finish tasks. It improves your focus, increases energy, and even frees up time for the things you actually enjoy. Think of your brain like a smartphone. If your phone doesn't get charged, if apps aren't updated, or if notifications are overwhelming, it slows down, glitches, or crashes. The same applies to your mind. Without the right structure, adequate sleep, proper breaks, balanced study sessions, your brain cannot function at its best. And here's the kicker. Most students fail not because they lack intelligence, but because they don't know how to organize their time. Some push themselves too hard, overworking until they burn out. Others procrastinate endlessly and fall behind. That's why a balanced daily routine acts as your personal operating system. It keeps you consistent, sharp, and stress-free. Discipline, not motivation, is the true key. Motivation comes and goes, but a solid routine will carry you through, even on days when you feel like doing nothing. Now you might be thinking, I already have a schedule. Why isn't it working? Well, most students make one major mistake. They underestimate the power of small, intentional actions. A morning spent scrolling on social media, a lunch followed by a long nap, or an evening lost to distractions may seem harmless. But over weeks and months, these tiny habits compound, and suddenly your productivity is gone. The goal of this video and of the system I'm about to share is to give you a practical, balanced routine. Not some extreme 18-hour study grind that leaves you exhausted, but a framework that works with your biology, energy levels, and mental focus. A routine that keeps your mind sharp, your body energized, and your day enjoyable. Before we dive into the step-by-step routine, let's understand why routines matter psychologically. Your brain thrives on predictability. Habits reduce decision fatigue and conserve mental energy. Every choice you make, what to study, when to take a break, even what to eat, becomes easier when your day is structured. You stop wasting willpower on trivial decisions and redirect it toward meaningful actions. Another thing to understand, consistency beats intensity. Studying 4 hours every day consistently is far more effective than cramming for 12 hours once a week. Daily routines build momentum, and momentum compounds like interest in a bank account. Over time, the results are exponential. By the end of this video series, you will have a complete roadmap for your day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night, plus tips on focus, energy, and avoiding procrastination. You'll learn how small, intentional tweaks to your daily habits can completely change the way you feel, study, and live. So stick with me, because the next part will cover the morning routine, the most critical window of your day. How you start your morning sets the tone for everything else. Small adjustments in the first 2 hours after waking up can double your productivity, boost your focus, and even improve your mood. Remember, routines aren't punishment. They are freedom disguised as structure, and once you master them, you'll not only accomplish more academically, but also gain mental clarity, confidence, and energy to pursue what truly matters. The morning sets the tone for your entire day. Whether it becomes productive or chaotic depends largely on what you do in the first 2 hours after waking. Most students make one critical mistake. They wake up groggy, grab their phone, and scroll endlessly. By the time they think about studying, their energy is drained, and the day has already slipped away. Let's flip that script. Imagine waking up naturally without panicking or hitting the snooze button multiple times. The first thing you do is stretch your body, raise your arms, roll your shoulders, take a deep breath, and feel the blood flow through your body. Just 2 minutes of simple stretching signals your brain that it's time to wake up. Natural sunlight helps too. Open your window, let the morning light hit your eyes, and breathe deeply for a few seconds. It's a tiny habit, but it tells your brain, I'm awake, I'm ready, and today matters. Next comes hydration. Many students underestimate this, but your brain is almost 80% water. Skipping water in the morning is like trying to drive a car without oil. Drink a glass of water immediately after waking up. It boosts alertness, jumpstarts metabolism, and improves cognitive performance. Now let's talk about light movement. You don't need to run 5 miles or hit the gym. 5 to 10 minutes of stretching, yoga, or even walking around your room works wonders. Think of it like turning on the router before your device connects. Your body is the router and your brain is the device. Without proper blood flow, your mind struggles to connect and process information efficiently. Even a short burst of movement increases oxygen delivery to your brain, making studying more effective. Breakfast is the next crucial piece. Many students skip it or eat something heavy that drags them down. Remember, your brain needs fuel. Something simple, balanced, and easy to digest is perfect. A smoothie, oats with fruit, or eggs with toast. Pair it with water and avoid sugary drinks. They spike your energy and crash it immediately after. A proper breakfast provides steady glucose for the brain, helping you focus during your morning study session. And speaking of morning study, this is your golden hour. Your brain is freshest right after waking up and fueled by food and movement. Use this time for your hardest subject or most mentally demanding work. For example, if math challenges you, solve problems in the morning. If you're learning a language, memorize vocabulary or grammar rules. If you code, write algorithms or practice projects. The secret to effective morning study is deep focus. Use the Pomodoro method. 50 minutes of pure concentration, followed by a 10-minute break. During the break, avoid your phone. Stretch, hydrate, or step outside. Give your brain a real pause, not more stimulation. Avoid multitasking. Avoid background noise. 1 solid hour of focus in the morning often equals 3 hours of distracted study later in the day. Here's the psychological trick most students overlook. Your morning habits compound. If you scroll social media first thing, your brain is already in reactive mode, chasing dopamine instead of solving problems. But if you exercise, hydrate, eat well, and study first, your brain gets a hit of accomplishment and flow. Motivation grows naturally, and procrastination struggles to take hold. Finally, set a small, achievable goal for the morning session. Don't say, I'll study the entire textbook. Instead, commit to completing a chapter, solving 20 problems, or memorizing 15 key points. Achieving it gives your brain a dopamine boost, creating momentum for the rest of the day. To recap the morning routine: 1. Wake up at a consistent time, 5:30 to 7 a.m. 2. Stretch and breathe for 2 to 3 minutes. 3. Drink water immediately. 4. Light movement for 5 to 10 minutes. 5. Eat a simple, nutritious breakfast. 6. Study the hardest subject using deep focus, Pomodoro 7. Set a clear, achievable goal for the session. Follow these steps consistently, and you'll notice a dramatic difference in your focus, energy, and mental clarity. Morning mastery creates the foundation for a successful day, ensuring your brain is fully ready to handle challenges without unnecessary stress or distraction. By the time afternoon rolls around, your energy levels naturally dip. You've already tackled your morning routine and accomplished some serious focus work, but now the post-lunch slump or mental fatigue can easily derail your productivity. Most students either scroll through social media, grab a heavy snack, or just drift through classes passively. But this is where the real difference is made. Afternoons can either make or break your day depending on how you use them. Let's start with active participation in classes. Too many students simply sit, listen, and nod, thinking that attendance alone will be enough. Here's the secret. Active engagement is key. Take notes in your own words instead of copying everything the teacher says. Ask questions, even small ones. Summarize what you've learned at the end of each class. This tiny habit turns passive information into knowledge. Your brain actually remembers. Think of it like planting seeds. The more care you give, the stronger they grow. Now let's talk about lunch and energy management. Afternoon energy crashes are often the result of what and how you eat. Heavy, oily, or sugary meals spike your blood sugar and leave you feeling lethargic. Your body goes into digestion mode while your brain struggles to stay alert. Instead, opt for light, nutritious meals. A portion of protein, eggs, chicken, lentils, complex carbs, brown rice, oats, whole grain bread, vegetables, and plenty of water. Avoid sugary drinks and fried food. Pair your meal with a short walk or 5 to 10 minutes of stretching. This refreshes your body and resets your focus for the rest of the day. The midday study session is where most students lose productivity. But here's the trick. Work smarter, not harder. Your brain isn't as sharp as in the morning, so avoid high concentration tasks. Instead, focus on practical, hands-on learning, solving exercises, revising flashcards, practicing problems, or summarizing notes. This engages your brain actively without draining it. Avoid reading dense theory or tackling new, extremely difficult material. Save that for your morning sessions when your mind is fresh. Another key strategy is the mini review habit. After each class, spend 2 to 3 minutes quickly summarizing what you learned in your own words. Write it down or speak it aloud. This reinforces memory and reduces the load during evening or exam revision. It's like learning the material twice without extra effort. Over time, this habit dramatically improves retention and understanding. Here's a psychological insight. Your brain thrives on small wins throughout the day. Completing practical tasks, reviewing material, and even finishing a short set of exercises triggers dopamine, the reward chemical, which naturally keeps you motivated. You'll find yourself more energized and less tempted to scroll mindlessly on your phone. Let's not forget breaks and micro recharges. Long stretches of study without movement or mental resets can lead to burnout. Take short 5 to 10 minute breaks between study blocks. Step outside, stretch or hydrate. These mini resets allow your brain to process what you've just learned while preparing it for the next session. Finally, be aware of planning and prioritization. Use your afternoon to check off items from your daily goals list. If certain tasks weren't completed in the morning, slot them into your afternoon session. Keep your goals realistic. Overloading yourself leads to stress and procrastination. Afternoon success is all about balance, light nutrition, active learning, and small wins that build momentum. To summarize the perfect afternoon routine: 1. Attend classes actively, ask questions, and summarize content. 2. Eat a light, nutritious lunch with hydration. 3. Take a short walk or stretch post-lunch to reset energy. 4. Conduct midday study/practice session focused on application, exercises, or review. 5. Use mini review techniques after each class for better retention. 6. Take short breaks to refresh your mind and body. 7. Revisit your daily goals list and adjust tasks realistically. Follow this structure consistently, and you'll notice your afternoons transform from a dreaded slump to a period of productive, high-energy learning. By the end of the day, you'll feel accomplished rather than drained, setting yourself up perfectly for the evening routine, where movement, creativity, and light revision take center stage. After a long day of classes, study sessions, and mental effort, it's normal to feel drained. Most students make the mistake of collapsing on the couch, scrolling their phones, or binge-watching shows. But here's the thing: how you spend your evening can either recharge your brain and body or leave you exhausted for the next day. The right evening routine is like a reset button, allowing you to finish the day strong and prepare for tomorrow. Let's start with movement and exercise. You don't need a gym membership or intense workouts. Even 20 to 30 minutes of physical activity can dramatically improve your focus, mood, and sleep quality. Play a sport you enjoy: football, basketball, badminton, or go for a brisk walk, a light run, or even dance to your favorite music. Why does this work? Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, releases endorphins, and reduces stress. Students who incorporate evening movement consistently report waking up more energized and more focused the next morning. Next is creative time. Even top students in the world know that nonstop study can lead to burnout. Your brain needs variety and stimulation outside academics to stay sharp. Spend 20 to 30 minutes on a hobby or creative activity, drawing, writing, journaling, playing an instrument, cooking something new, or even brainstorming personal projects. Creativity allows your brain to reset, enhances problem-solving skills, and boosts motivation. Think of it as mental stretching. Just as your body needs flexibility, your mind benefits from creative exploration. Now let's talk about the evening study session. This isn't the time to tackle your hardest subjects. Instead, focus on review and light practice. Go over notes from the day, solve medium difficulty exercises, summarize key points in your own words, or organize your tasks for tomorrow. By doing this, your brain consolidates learning without overloading itself. You'll find that concepts you struggled with earlier suddenly become easier to understand during light evening review. A key tip here: avoid multitasking or passive studying. Many students try to revise while scrolling social media or watching YouTube videos. This dilutes your attention and reduces retention. Instead, create a calm, distraction-free environment. Your brain needs quality focus, even for short sessions. Use techniques like the Pomodoro method for 25 to 50-minute bursts of study, with small breaks in between. During breaks, step away, stretch, or grab water. Don't reach for your phone immediately. Evening routines also benefit from planning for tomorrow. Spend 5 to 10 minutes writing down the most important tasks you want to accomplish the next day. Be specific. Instead of saying study chemistry, write finish chapter 5, solve 20 problems, review notes. This simple act frees your mind from worrying about unfinished tasks and reduces stress before bed. Your brain can finally relax, knowing there's a plan in place. Another powerful habit is mindful reflection. Before you sleep, take a moment to reflect on your day. What did you achieve? What challenges arose? How did you overcome them? This practice enhances self-awareness and motivates you to improve continuously. It also reinforces the positive feedback loop. Acknowledging small wins keeps you consistent and focused. Finally, remember that the quality of your evening affects your sleep. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, and screen time at least 30 minutes before bed. Replace scrolling with calming activities like reading, journaling, or listening to soft music. Your brain needs a proper wind down to enter deep, restorative sleep. To summarize the evening routine: 1. Engage in 20 to 30 minutes of movement or exercise. 2. Dedicate time to a creative hobby or project. 3. Conduct light review or practice from earlier in the day. 4. Plan and organize tasks for tomorrow. 5. Reflect on your accomplishments and challenges. 6. Limit screens and prepare for quality sleep. Follow this routine consistently, and you'll notice your evenings transform from a time of exhaustion to a period of recharge, creativity, and preparation. By the end of the day, your brain will feel calmer, your body more relaxed, and you'll be ready to tackle the next morning with fresh energy. The day isn't truly over until your night routine sets the stage for tomorrow. Most students underestimate the importance of winding down properly. A chaotic or inconsistent night routine not only affects your sleep, but also your energy, focus, and mood the next day. The goal is simple: prepare your brain and body for rest, recovery, and growth. Start with planning for tomorrow. Spend 5 to 10 minutes writing down 3 to 5 specific tasks you want to complete. Don't be vague, avoid study, or do homework. Instead, write finish chapter 4 of physics, solve 20 math problems, or revise 15 vocabulary words. This small step gives your brain clarity and peace. Once tasks are on paper, your mind no longer worries about forgetting them. You can sleep knowing there's a plan, which reduces anxiety and increases productivity the next day. Next, implement a digital sunset. Screens emit blue light, which tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. That's why scrolling Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok late at night can make it almost impossible to fall asleep. To counter this, avoid screens for at least 30 minutes before bed. Replace them with calming activities. Read a light book, write in a journal, listen to soothing music, or reflect on your day. This signals to your brain that it's time to wind down, helping you fall asleep faster and sleep more deeply. Sleep itself is the most underrated study tool. Your brain processes and stores information while you sleep, turning your hard work into long-term memory. Skipping sleep doesn't give you more study hours. It wastes the effort you've already put in. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. This consistency trains your body's internal clock, improves focus, memory, and mood, and ensures you wake up ready to tackle your morning routine. Another critical aspect is mindset reflection. Stop comparing your progress to others. Many students obsess over how many hours someone else studies or how quickly they master concepts. Remember, quality beats quantity, consistency beats intensity. Studying 4 hours every day for a month is far more effective than cramming 12 hours over 2 days and burning out. Mistakes aren't failures, they're feedback. If you fall off your routine, restart the next day, rather than giving up completely. This mindset shift makes routines sustainable and enjoyable. Gratitude and reflection are also powerful. Spend a few minutes acknowledging what went well today, even small wins. Did you solve a tricky problem? Finish a difficult chapter? Go for a walk or complete a creative project? Celebrating these moments strengthens your confidence and keeps motivation high. It's a simple yet effective mental habit that reinforces consistency over time. Finally, combine all the pieces of your day into a holistic system. Morning, deep focus, movement, and nourishment. Afternoon, active learning, practice, and balanced energy. Evening, exercise, creativity, and light revision. Night, planning, reflection, digital sunset, and quality sleep. When followed consistently, this system doesn't just improve study performance, it transforms your entire life. You'll have more energy, less stress, sharper focus, and a sense of control over your day. Routines aren't restrictions. They're a framework for freedom, giving you time for study, hobbies, friends, and personal growth. So here's your final takeaway. Discipline today becomes freedom tomorrow. Each small habit you build compounds into remarkable results. Start with a single change. Wake up at a consistent time, move your body, plan tomorrow's tasks, or set a digital sunset tonight. Stick with it for 30 days, and you'll notice a dramatic difference. Your productivity, energy, focus, and confidence will all soar. Remember, routines don't demand perfection. They demand persistence. The key isn't flawless execution. It's showing up every day and following the system. Once you make it a habit, the momentum carries you forward. And that's how ordinary students become extraordinary achievers.